What's up, homies? Let's talk about Gunsmith Part 3. This is going to be the third part of the Gunsmith series given by Mechanic. And if I'm being honest, this is really the first difficult Gunsmith that you're going to get as a new player. This is kind of a tricky one, but we'll skip the 30-second intro and get straight into it. Let's talk about the build. So Gunsmith Part 3 is just like all the other gunsmiths. You build a gun and you get the rewards. The rewards are listed here. We're not going to go through those. The objectives of the task are modify an MP5 to comply with the given specifications. And the specifications are as follows. You need a MP5, you need a 50-round magazine, a suppressor, a tactical flashlight, and a sighting range of more than 200. You need your ergonomics to be above 45 with less than 200 combined recoil. Shouldn't be too difficult, right? I feel like I should preface this task by letting you guys know that I highly recommend for you to have Peacekeeper Level 2 and Mechanic Level 2 before you try to attempt this task. Without Peacekeeper and Mechanic Level 2, you're going to have a really hard time getting some of these items. If you're already level 15 and you have the flea unlocked, ignore everything I just said and continue with the video. See, there's two ways that you can go about this task. You can buy a Suppressed MP5, which some people may or may not have access to, or you can buy a Standard MP5 and turn it into a Suppressed MP5. I'm going to show you guys both ways, so bear with me here. There's two versions of the MP5 that will work for this task, and it's all going to depend on what you can buy and what you have available to you. The only difference between these two MP5s is this one is suppressed. This is technically the one that you need, and this one is not suppressed. However, you can turn this non-suppressed MP5 into this suppressed MP5. It just takes a little bit more work and a little bit more rubles. I'm going to show you guys how to do it both ways. Hopefully I don't overcomplicate it and we can just get to it as simple as possible. The suppressed version of this MP5 is the easiest and the quickest way to do this task. There's two ways that you can get this. Mechanic 1 has a barter for this gun, and it is one Cyclone, one Magnet, and one Nixor lens. That's option 1. Your second option for getting this gun is Peacekeeper 2, and it's $477 US. Now, you can only buy this gun from Peacekeeper after you've completed the task Scrap Metal. If you have not completed the task Scrap Metal, you're stuck to the Mechanic barter. If neither one of those options work for you, I'm going to tell you guys how to convert a Standard MP5 into the Suppressed MP5 for the task. But first, you're going to need to buy a Standard MP5, and there's two ways that you can do that. At Peacekeeper Level 1, there's a barter for the Standard MP5, and the barter is going to be 4 of these A2607 knives and 1 of these ER bayonets. These are pretty easy knives to find. Just hit a couple scav runs, loot some dead bodies. You should be able to find these fairly easily. Or you can just buy this outright from Peacekeeper Level 2 for $289 US. I'm actually going to buy one right now just to kind of walk you guys through the process of turning this Standard MP5 into the suppressed version that we need for the task. I'm going to drag this MP5 into my backpack just because I feel like it'll be easier to build it right here. My stash is kind of cluttered. I don't want you guys to have to figure out what I'm doing over here. The only difference between this Standard MP5 and the suppressed version is the handguard, the suppressor, and the upper receiver. And you're going to be able to buy all of these from Peacekeeper Level 2. Here is the suppressor that you need, so go ahead and buy that. It's $247 US. And then if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see this HK MP5 SD upper receiver. You're going to need to buy that as well. It's $73 US. And then right up here above the upper receiver is the handguard, the MP5 SD polymer handguard. You're going to need to buy that as well. Pretty much once you've got all the parts, all you do is just put these together and you make a complete MP5 SD upper receiver. Once you've got your upper receiver built, it's as easy as taking the standard upper receiver off of the MP5 and put your new suppressed version back on the MP5. Then you're going to come over here, make sure you put your rear sight back on and put your rear stock back on. And that's going to be the way that you convert a Standard MP5 into the suppressed MP5. I'll go through right now and just buy one of the suppressed ones just to kind of compare the two, let you guys see the difference. So here's the one that we converted and here's the one that you can buy. The only difference between these two guns now is the rear stock. If you look at all the stats, they're pretty much the same and you can turn both of these in for the task. Whether you choose to convert this gun or buy this gun doesn't matter as long as you end up with the gun that looks like this. And now we just need to put on some attachments. The main attachment you're going to need for this task is the 50-round magazine, and that's this X-5 50-round drum magazine. And you're going to be able to find this magazine through two different barter trades. Mechanic Level 2 has a trade for 3 wires. These wires are going to be easy to find. Just go on some scav runs, search a lot of computers, and you should be able to find these wires fairly easily. The second option is Peacekeeper 2 has a trade for 1 fuel conditioner. Fuel conditioner is a little tougher to find, but if you have one sitting around, this could be a good option for you. Once you've got your magazine, we're going to need to attach a rail mount, and it's going to be this rail mount right here, the B&T Tri-Ring rail mount. Wow, am I dyslexic? the B&T Tri-Rail Ring Mount. And this is the part that we need to be able to attach a laser to this gun. There's two ways that you're going to be able to get this. At Peacekeeper level 2, you can buy this for $40 US. You can also get this from Mechanic level 2 for a trade of 1 manual and 1 AA battery. Again, this is just going to come down to which traders you have unlocked and what's easiest for you. And the last attachment we're going to need for this task is the TBL laser. And as we've mentioned in a few of the other Gunsmith videos, you can get this really cheap from Skier for only 6,000 rubles. Now, I do need to make a note here that I forgot in a couple of the other Gunsmith videos, but there's an alternative to this TBL laser, and it's this XC1 laser right here. And you can actually buy this XC1 from Mechanic 1 for 19,000 rubles. It's about triple the price as the TBL, but if the TBL is not available, this is an option. Now, if you've stuck around for this long, you've managed to complete the build. You can go ahead and turn this gun in and get your rewards. I'm just going to do a little spinaroo here of the gun to let you guys see if you want to replay this section just to make sure you've got everything. The build's super simple, it's super easy, and it's pretty cheap. The only issue is the parts are kind of hard to come across. Again, I've said it in every Gunsmith video. Scav runs are going to be your best friend to find some of these parts if people are buying them up, because a lot of people will be buying them off the flea, and it's going to be hard to get a bunch of these things. Make sure to turn that gun in, complete Gunsmith Part 3, and you can head on to Gunsmith Part 4. Speaking of Gunsmith Part 4, I'll have that video out in just a few days. If you like this video and you like videos like this, leave a like and a subscribe, anything to kind of keep up with the channel. If you think there's something I missed or there's something you want me to cover a little more differently, leave me a comment and let me know. Good luck with the task, and I'll see you guys in a few days for Gunsmith Part 4. Peace out, homies.